another episode. Tell your friends. Tell your friends. Tell your friends. Tell your family. Tell maybe the people you don't even like.
There might have been a glitch in the matrix right there. You said, tell your friends, tell your friends, tell your friends. 3 times.
Tony P.
Oh my gosh.
I monitor every damn step of what I'm saying and playing. Welcome to another episode of the Friday Night Gamble. If you think it's hip, share it with your friends. Hit that little share button. We got my homeboy up here in the house tonight, Mr. Andrew Massey. Yes, sir.
Man, all right.
And folks, this show is brought to you by Rocky Mountain Slides. And my good friend, that's my good friend Doc Sigmeyer up there in Colorado, and Club Tails. Let's go ahead and do a team drink to start off because Club Tails sponsors the team drink. Ray, what do you say?
I say tails up.
I'm going to go with it.
That's about time.
I
ain't
mean,
it?
that's right.
Oh, Lord.
Sunny Margarita on a Friday night. Cousin Pete.
Hey, man.
Hey,
how you doing,
cousin.
My God, he's out of county.
Well, we had to give money. I mean, of course he's out of county.
I'm going to say something, man, right now. As much as I've had back and forth with him on this show, I have to say, man, you know, Tony P, thank you for humble for you getting me and helping pitching in to get me out.
I couldn't believe it that you put up bail for this guy.
He'll be back soon enough.
I mean, I felt like the show was missing just a little piece.
Everybody's been asking
Every
about
now
Crazy
and then,
Cousin.
yeah. And of course, you know, I mean, yeah, is he a fuck up? Of course. But
man.
at least,
Now he's got me to where I can't say nothing because, you know. Hey,
Yeah.
you know, that's probably it's
Where
probably
were
got
you?
something to
Where were you? Where did you get
Man,
locked up? What happened?
Thor was telling me something about the Dismal Swamp. And, you
Thor
know,
Whittington?
Yeah.
Well, that was your first issue, right there.
And I was out there, and me and Butterfly, we was out there looking, and we actually came across something, and I brought something here for you tonight.
What do you got?
Matt.
What you got?
We got one of them right here.
Damn.
Oh, wow. Is that a baby?
That if you don't mind touching it, it ain't gonna bite you. It's dead. You ain't gotta worry about it.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Butterfly.
Wow,
Butterfly actually came
look at
across
that.
it. Her eyes are getting a little bit better than mine, but next thing you know, we was getting chased after.
Wow.
She went one way, I went the next way.
Kind of stinks.
I got knocked out.
Smell like chicken. Smell like chicken.
Next
Smell
thing
like
I
chicken.
know,
Like old chicken.
I wonder if it tastes like chicken.
It's old. It smells like old chicken.
I'll taste it, man.
You sure that's just not an old chicken?
Well, Cousin Pete, I heard that, you know, Buddy Hardwood's running for, I don't know if y'all know this, but Buddy
Hardwood
Hardwood.
2020.
Ricky. Settle down, Ricky. We're going to get to it. We're going to get to it, Ricky.
Yes.
I know y'all been out in the field yesterday. We were all out in the field yesterday. It's a
Rest of
wonder,
the
and listen, y'all, it's a wonder right now. I went and filmed, Tony P, I went and filmed a campaign video, which was supposed to be a campaign commercial for Buddy Hardwood yesterday.
Yeah, man.
I got suckered into this mess. It's a wonder I'm not in the can myself with Crazy Cuz.
That's
And I'm
okay.
telling you,
because
I
I got
apologize.
suckered into
apologize.
as his campaign manager.
Well, what's going on there? I mean, where were you yesterday?
We're obviously going to have a town hall.
Well, that's right. I wasn't going to announce, but what's going on next weekend?
I
Next
think
Friday.
It's going to be a town hall.
Yes, folks. Next Friday, we have agreed to let Buddy Hardwood come on the show and hold a town hall. Can you believe that?
Buddy Hardwood,
Yeah,
master
and,
of the bag.
I'm sorry if you weren't ready to announce it, but Buddy's been on me
I'm
about
texting you all day.
announcing it.
Listen, you wouldn't believe
Yeah.
the text that I've received today.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Since yesterday, it's a wonder we didn't get locked up, Dickerman, filming this campaign stuff. It went crazy, y'all. It's crazy. It's a wonder I wasn't locked up with Crazy Cousin Pete. But anyway, I want to tell the people that next Friday, Buddy Hardwood is going to hold a town hall on the Friday Night Gamble, and I hear that Hitman Slim's coming. Dickerman, you'll be here.
Hardwood 2020.
Man, no,
And
man,
y'all will be able to phone in your questions for Hardwood. We're going to have a podium up here with some live guests that will come in here and ask him questions about his campaign.
Finally, the truth will come out.
Yeah.
Don't let
Hey,
Slim come on,
cousin,
man.
man.
Don't let Slim come over here, man.
I don't know what's going to happen.
Hey,
All I do know for
As
sure
his campaign manager, I got to manage the
is I
whole
released
shit.
an album
So
2 weeks ago today
yeah.
called Burnout Soul. If you want to get a copy of it, the link to order is in the description of this video. Also, I released a new music video last Friday called Happier Blue. If you want to watch
great.
that. Hey, thanks, man.
Looking
Thanks,
awesome,
Tony P.
man.
Corey Goebel filmed that. good
Yeah.
visual guy. You know Corey,
Oh, I know.
good photographer.
Good dude.
Anyway, he filmed that. The link also is in the description of the video to watch Happier Blue. And you can also watch the Come Here No More video or order a Burnout Soul official
That's
t-shirt, hand drawn by moi.
That's right.
Andrew Massey,
Yes,
And
sir.
the
we hung
lighters.
out.
Welcome to the house.
And the lighters.
And the lighters.
Oh,
We got-
right?
Huh?
You can't.
I can't
those.
mail them. I
Yeah.
can't mail them. People bought them
they're
last
fine.
night in the show, though.
I tell you
saw
what,
them live in the
I've
show. They're
been
hot.
taking
They're
that
hot.
everywhere, and
Excuse
I
me.
know it's always mine. And everybody's been asking me where they can get some.
Can you
so
get
I'm
some?
gonna need to
Well,
get a case
you
from
can only
you.
get them at a Matt Walsh show, but
Yeah.
those shows, who knows when they'll be.
We gotta get them back, brother. We gotta get
Well,
them
we
back.
got to get
cuz
them
I
back.
missed them.
Well, we did
I'm
one last
always
night
in
at the
the
drive-in in
That's
Lenore for the you got
Yeah.
a concert series, Andrew, that you've
Yep.
been doing in Lenore with drive-in concerts. You came up with this great idea, kind of on the cusp of when everybody started, before everybody started coming up with this thing.
Yeah.
You started coming up with this.
Yeah.
When did that start?
Around when it first started happening, I pretty much knew right away, like you probably did, that this might be a while,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that you got to find something to do.
But you were on top of it quick. I mean,
Yeah.
before these things started really becoming a thing, you were like on the cutting edge.
Yeah,
of
we
this
just
drive-in
I've been
thing.
planning it. And
'Cause it's been
asking-
going since the summer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, we started August, the beginning of
Right.
August. August
Okay,
8th was
that's
the first
summer.
one. October 22nd is the last one.
Right, next weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And-
And who's playing? You,
Me, Andrew Massey, the Midnight Americans,
which features JJ Hips.
which is kind of a super group of our
Awesome.
area.
Yeah.
You know, it's got
That's great.
Dwight McGlynn from Trouvere. It's got Jacob and Ben from JJ Hips.
JJ, yeah. And Ben's a great drummer.
Yeah,
And JJ, you know, I mean, JJ played last night. He kicked butt.
he did. He always does.
He always
man.
does,
Yeah.
man. That guy, Bump and JJ.
Yeah.
And, yeah, man.
All of them.
So this thing is a thing you put together.
Yeah,
Just to-
yeah. I did. I'm a stay-at-home dad. That's
Yeah.
what I do all week. So I play
I know
gigs
what
on the
that's
weekends.
I know what
That's
that's
sort
like,
of
man. I'm right there with
That's
you,
the
brother.
cycle.
I was there once.
Yeah, and so getting out, sort of music is my social sort of outlet into
Yeah,
the
man.
world. You know.
Well, you're making good use of your social
Well,
outlet.
I'm trying to.
Yeah,
The main goal of the whole drive-in show is to get local bands and people that I admire artistically to really all just get together and collaborate. Well, what could be a pretty shitty time, you could kind of put some life into.
Yeah.
And maybe
Awesome.
Well,
progress.
that's cool.
You know, and maybe once this is over, you hit the ground running with
It's
something.
like both
Yeah.
y'all right there, cuz.
Well,
That's
your
right.
your handle
That's cool.
is your handle on social media is It's a Massey.
Yeah.
So how did It's a Massey come to be?
I
It's
just-
a Massey.
I just remember the old what commercial was that had the Bob We Had a Baby It's a Boy? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What was the the phone call?
Yeah, hell
Was
yeah,
it a phone
man. I remember
conversation?
that stuff was
They call. He calls collect, and he goes, "Collect call from Bob. We out a baby. It's a boy." And then so like I always thought that was really funny, and so it's a Massey sounded funny to me.
Well, I guess
I've
more.
done that.
We know you have, Ricky. One moreover, I guess what I mean by that question is how did it become It's a Massey? How did you get to be where you are today?
Ooh, that was a good transition.
Thank
I
you.
like
I'm getting
it.
good at
Skilled,
this talk
skilled
show.
interviewer.
That's
You're
right,
doing
yes,
good.
man.
Hey, I'm the king. I'm the king of 7 p.m. time.
That's right. That's right.
I'm the king of post dinner
7
time.
p.m. time slot king.
No, I can say I grew up in church, so most of my music experience was from that.
Yeah.
Really,
All right.
from
And I just learned this about you in the green room
yeah.
is that you were going to be a preacher.
Well, in sorts, yeah. I started out and was going to go to Southeastern Baptist College, and the application said no rated R movies, no girls, no. And I was like, you couldn't smoke cigarettes, you couldn't listen to rock music.
Now,
so
before
it's like,
y'all laugh
that's
out
what
there
I
in Facebook land, this man that
Hey.
y'all hold in high esteem. But some of y'all don't even listen to his music, but you cite it. But this guy named Son House once said, "I want to be a Baptist preacher, so I don't have to work."
Oh, wow, that's right. Tell him, brother.
And I've said this before. I think I've talked about this before, cousin P,
Oh,
on
yes,
this show
you
about
have.
Son House. Son House was one of the first Delta blues men, one of the first
Yes.
blues men in the line of Charlie Patton, Willie Brown,
Ooh,
all these guys before Robert Johnson.
yes, sir.
But he
Yes,
was
sir.
a Baptist, he was a preacher, and he'd go out and preach on Saturday night. And, excuse me, he was.
Saturday night. Yeah.
Woo, 7 days.
It's a good thing I'm not a Baptist preacher.
That sounds like a pretty weird preacher.
He's probably going out to them bars,
Yeah.
He was playing cousin. He was playing the juke joints on Saturday night, but he'd get up in the morning and go preach
Oh,
Yeah.
on Sunday.
So you get
And listen, the man that was almost like a daddy to me, a man named Barry Harris, the old blues man.
Yes, sir.
He passed away this past year. He kind of did the same thing, man. I mean, we would go out on Saturday night and hoop and holler and drink liquor in the car,
Yes.
on the brakes,
Well,
and go in and do all kinds of sinful things. But he would get up every morning. I mean, if we came back from Kansas City to Wichita, was about a good 3-hour drive, and we get back home at 5 in the morning, and this man at 80 years old would get up and go to church.
Yeah.
And not only that, play in the choir.
Wow.
So,
But
anyway.
I think rock and roll history is full of stories like
Yeah.
that.
It is, man.
Well,
Rock and
I
roll
mean-
and the
Well,
church are.
And you can't
Yeah,
separate
I
them.
mean-
I think that's what really that's what it is, though. That's human. That's humanity.
Well,
you know, it's
we
both.
was playing rock and roll back in the 20s.
I mean,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We was really.
Yeah.
Listen, let me tell you this whole rock and roll thing. People try to say, "Oh, well, that's the first rock and roll song," or "This is that," and that's rock and roll. Let me tell you something. If it's got a backbeat, if it's got soul, and people was dancing to it, you playing rock and roll.
Look at Little Richard.
Look at Little Richard, the king of rock and roll.
That's right.
Now he's the king. Now
Yeah.
you had rock and roll back in the 20s, but once it got to Richard
There you go.
and the
There you go.
upsetters, I mean, man, you got music comes out today that can't even beat that. So I mean, you start talking about Little Richard, Ray. You start to tug at my
There
heartstrings.
you go. Terry.
Make my big toes shoot up in my boot.
It's always on.
Oh, Richard.
Like a fast waller,
is it
man.
playing
Fast
music?
waller.
That's
Your
Waller.
feet's too big.
Yes, sir.
Isn't playing music spiritual anyway?
It is
I mean,
spiritual.
you can see the crossover.
You
right?
surely
You
can,
see
man.
the
You
connection,
surely can.
so,
You surely can. So how did you start playing music?
Well, I started the church I grew up in. Essentially had like a bluegrass, a guy on a
So you had more
mandolin,
of
a
a bluegrass
piano. Yeah,
leanings.
and then well, I didn't even like it at the time. You know what I mean? But as I've gotten older, it started to grow on me more. You know, I grew up in it, and I think I kind of ignored it because it was just every Sunday. You get kind of numb to it. And it was really interesting when I got out, especially when I had kids. It all sort of meant something, you know, it felt a little better.
Right.
And so, but I got my first bass given to me when I was 13. Maybe,
Oh, so you
13
started
or
off on
14.
bass?
Yeah, that was my first
Okay.
instrument.
All
It was
right.
a
I did not know
it was
you
a
were bass player.
Sunburst Harmony bass, had like almost
Awesome,
humbucker covers on it.
Yeah, that's
One of
right.
them, if you turned it, would fall out. It wasn't the best. This random guy who was in a gospel group at our church just would loan. He loaned it to me, and I got to learn on that. And then later on, this was also at church. There was this old man named Harper Shields. Shout out to the Shields family if you're watching. And great mandolin player. Would sing Carter family tunes all the time.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Carter family man.
And
Early country music.
yeah,
Yes,
it
sir.
all
Yes,
it
sir.
all was looking back as I got older. You know, it all starts to mean something.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's the cool part about it.
So when did you start going out and playing live gigs?
I didn't. So well, it depends on what you count as a live gig. I was playing every Sunday in a contemporary church for most of my 20s,
Okay.
and
All
so
right, yeah.
and that was really what seasoned me in music. You know, was going there.
And so you were in front of people
Yeah.
at least.
Wow,
You were able to
man.
get used to
Yeah.
used to
Wow.
ropes.
So it was nice to one. It's a safe space to play music. That's some of the advice I give most people when they're like, "Hey, I want to start playing out on guitar." I'm like, "Go if you go to church already, you might as well be doing something fun."
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's a lot of it's really simple music,
Yeah.
but it's just to set the mood.
Yeah.
And it taught me a lot about performing
Right.
and about doing music.
Subtleties of
Yeah,
music.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I can dig that. What you got here, man?
You play any other genres of music?
Oh yeah, I'm also besides I play gospel music, well, what I would consider gospel music, but I'm also in a 70s rock band ish. You know, we take a lot of
And what's
influences.
that called?
Awesome, man. That's
Awesome
cool,
Man
I
File.
love it.
That's
Man, don't
Andrew
you say
Massey.
it, man. Don't you even
Andrew-
say it.
Don't you do it?
Listen,
He will. He
I don't want to have to listen,
You brought
fellas,
up the
fellas,
70s.
fellas,
Hey, man,
fellas,
you and the Cat Stevens, man.
fellas. I don't have to. I don't
Peace
wanna,
train, brother,
I don't want to
peace
have to
train.
instate the timeout rule.
Hey, don't blame me because I got your cuts.
I don't want to instate the timeout rule, fellas.
Awesome, man. I knew we were down.
Terry, Terry, maybe it's time you go out back.
Hey man, no,
Hey.
just chilling, man.
Maybe it's time you go out back.
Terry, can you go downstairs and get me a cup of coffee?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh,
I'd
man.
like coffee too, man. If you
Yeah.
want to bring any
Well,
up.
how about a round of coffee, Terry?
Who needs coffee, man?
Go on down there, get you some coffee.
Cream and lots of sugar.
Lots of sugar.
I'm black. I don't want to.
Anyway, don't mind him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't need coffee. I don't need it.
You just like to tell them what to do.
You got me, Ray. You got me.
Listen, guys, he's getting kind of tiresome. He's not doing his job
No, he
anymore.
doesn't do shit.
He just hangs
All he
out.
yells
Hey,
is
give him a
Cat
chance,
Stevens all day.
Cat
Cat
Man,
Stevens.
Come on, man.
Give him a
Did
chance.
he hit you with the Cat Stevens?
He hit
when
me
you
with
came
it.
in?
I'm down with Peace Train. That's not a bad song.
Dude, if I hear a Peace Train,
Get on the Peace Train.
I've been, I'm
Everybody
not
loves
getting
Peace
listen,
Train.
I've been cool enough to give you
Get on the love train, telling Ray.
I've been cool enough to give you some. I've been cool enough to give me some rides to some places. And every time we get in, he's like, "Hey man, can I connect my shit to your Bluetooth?" And I'm like, "Yeah, what are you gonna play?" And the first thing comes, "Yeah, on the Peace Train." And I'm just like, and I look over at me, he's all goo-goo
I
eyed.
mean, he just has too many brain cells.
I'm thinking about getting rid of
really.
him.
I don't know
I'm
when
thinking
he
about
started smoking, but it must have been at the age of 3.
Early,
thinking
yeah.
about
I mean, yeah.
If it
because
gets you
he's a
early,
young
it gets its
kid,
claws
but
in you.
yeah.
That's what happens.
I still want to say I'm throwing
Let's
my
do a
hat in
song.
for security.
Let's do a
Let's
song.
do some music here. What you got? Okay.
All right, this one I do. Speaking of other genres, I'm in a folk bluegrass Americana band called Sycamore Bones
Okay.
with some really talented people. Corey Kennel, who's one of the best songwriters I've ever met, and then Abigail Taylor, who's in like a punk math rock band in Morganton called Phantom X.
These
So-
are one of the best cocktails in the cans.
Are they?
I've ever met.
Absolutely, man.
They're good.
You're right.
Should we have? Let's have a drink before
Let's
this.
have a team drink before this song.
Yeah.
To you out there watching,
Come on.
Yes.
with your enemies and your friends and your family.
There you go. Hell
Pound
yeah.
one
And
down
you know what
for
you said?
Hollywood.
You said last night. You said about the show last night. I like. You said, "Hey, you can bring your wife
And your girlfriend.
and your girlfriend."
There you go.
Wow.
That's
Everybody's
some
welcome.
profanative shit.
That's the kind of shows Andrew's running.
That's
Yeah, man.
association right there.
You ready?
That's
I'm
why he
ready.
should get into Baptist college.
Hit it, hit me, cuz.
All right. Ain't got no money, don't need no fancy car, don't need to spend my time at the bar, don't need no flag to tell me that I'm free. When you got love, there's nothing that you need. Well, you got everything. When you got love, you've got the moon, you've got the stars above. Well, you got everything you need to dream. When you've got love, there's nothing that you need. Alright. Take the sands from the purest beach. Keep the mountains and all the tallest trees. Take the rivers and all the crystal seas. When you've got love, there's nothing that you need.
Oh, that's right.
Well, you've got everything. When you've got love, you've got the moon, you've got the stars above. Well, you've got everything you need to be. When you've got love, there's nothing that you need. One more time. Well, you've got everything. When you've got love, you've got the moon, you've got the stars above. Well, you've got everything you need to be. When you've got love, there's nothing that you need. Alright, here you go. When you've got love, there's nothing that you need.
I'm telling you, it's good to be
Yeah, man. I'll agree with that. I'll agree with that. I'm all about love.
Yeah, man.
I'm all about
Yeah.
love. I'm so sick of all this hating and
Thank
Yeah.
Hollering and carrying on.
Hollering,
Yeah.
carrying on.
Yeah.
Man, it's so easy just to
Let's
exist.
get a club tail.
Get a club tail.
Way back.
Get a club tail.
Having our team drink, y'all, out there if you're drinking.
Club tail.
Hey.
Club tail and a hug. There you go.
Hardwood 2020.
So, Andrew, I always got to
Yes,
ask
sir.
my peeps to come on the show. You've been a professional musician for how long?
I didn't start playing music till after I got married. I had a few songs I'd sit around and just had written in my wife.
That's crazy as hell right there, what you just said.
What?
You didn't start playing music until
Yeah.
after you got married.
Yeah.
What kind of woman is this?
A really good one who gets songs.
What
right.
kind of woman? We sit here and listen. I was up here with Showbud earlier, setting up the show, listening to this Muddy Waters record that Mama Molasses gave me, talking about what kind of woman is this?
Yeah.
What kind of woman is this? My God,
That's all right.
that's
Yeah,
unheard of.
man. She was really encouraging when I first started.
Wow.
Bravo to her, whoever
that's
she
the way
is.
it
Yeah.
Hey, he's done a great
That's the
job.
way-
You guys are getting a mad point.
Real good.
tonight.
Huh?
You got
Thanks
it.
for that.
That's
But-
the way
but,
any spouse or partner should be.
We're all about giving brownie points for
Yeah,
musicians.
yeah, man.
Andrew, how can people find you online?
Yeah, there you go.
I am. It's a Massey,
It's a
On
Massey.
Instagram.
That's his handle.
and you'll see pictures of dinosaurs and
Right.
children and.
Well, you know,
weird
Crazy
stuff.
Cuz loves that stuff.
He
I'm
loves
telling you,
dinosaurs.
man, that's a dragon.
That's a dinosaur.
Right
That's a dragon.
there. That's a dragon, man.
No, you have a kid. How old? How old?
I got a 2-year-old named Birdie Joe, and I have a son who's just turned 4 named Henry.
All
That's
right,
Henry's
man. Them
favorite
were great. Them
dinosaur.
were fun years. man.
Velociraptor.
They know all about
Hey, man, you can
dinosaurs.
take this home to him tonight, man, if you know.
He'd probably love it.
No, you don't take
It looks like it's got the COVID.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
want to
not
touch
sure.
Is
it.
he a Thor Whittington fan?
There's worse things than the COVID on that. Trust me.
Yeah.
So, what are your
That came
pet?
from county. That came from county.
What are your pet peeves as a musician so far?
Oh, okay.
Pet peeves as a
Pet
musician.
peeves.
People don't ask musicians.
No,
this
that's a
kind of
good
stuff.
question.
Yeah.
I try to be as subtle as possible, but not. My goal is to be able to do this and not think about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And for me, it helps to really get into it if I just keep it simple.
Yeah.
That's his best.
Yeah, I just feel like it's better to blend than to stand out
So-
in a lot of occasions.
You don't want those guys to come up and play with you. That's going to be all.
Prima
Yeah.
donnas.
Yeah. Like,
Them
I
stone
just
late
noticed.
governors.
I just noticed, Hitman. What are you wearing over there?
Oh, he's wearing. Hey,
You got some
I'll take
fall
a shirt.
fashion
The
going
hippies.
on
Look at
over
that.
there.
I'm wearing just a hippie that's creative.
Oh, yeah.
right,
I know that guy.
I have
That's
met this
creative.
hippie.
I know that guy.
That's creative.
I wore my yes,
That was
yes.
before I got
what's that
Great
made
shirt
out
on
of?
him,
What's
too.
that made out of?
Yeah. They fit so well.
Hey, listen, I'm going to tell y'all what. If you want a good t-shirt, if you want some good apparel, you want a good hoodie,
Yeah,
he's got his fall line out
Yeah.
right now. Creative
He
Hippie.
does.
Heck yeah,
Check
man.
him out. CreativeHippie.site.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's .site.
It is.
And this cat, man, I got a black sweatshirt with the
Did you
red.
get the zipper?
No, I got the red. I got the black sweatshirt. I mean the t-shirt, long sleeve with the red logo.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
And
all right.
I'm gonna tell you what, man. Those
Nice.
shirts that you got,
Yeah.
that's the same material.
Yeah.
That is some of the best t-shirt material I've had
It
in a
really
long
is,
time.
and it fits good.
Yeah, it's,
You know?
I mean,
it's just
right down to the
Yeah.
cuff on the
Yeah.
sleeve.
No,
Yeah,
man,
I
no,
know.
no,
So,
no,
I mean, yeah.
For
He's
good
not
prices.
skipping on
Jordan,
those.
though.
He's not skipping on
And
those.
Hippie ain't on. I think he's gonna be on next week. But anyway, CreativeHippie.site. He's been on the show before. Creative Hippie.
Yeah, he's a good old fella.
Yeah.
man.
He's a good
Oh,
old
hey,
fellow.
next week we're
Hey,
having the town
hippie.
hall.
Yeah, he'll be here for the town hall.
Let's not
Hardwood
scare him away.
No, he said
Let's
he's gonna
go.
be here. I think for the
Let's
town
not
hall.
You
scare
gonna
him
need
away.
security, cousin Matt?
That's-
You gonna
yeah.
need security, brother?
Put it away.
Just play our song. Who wants to hear our song out there?
I think everybody
Okay, that's
wants
just
to hear
done.
another
That's
song.
just
This
done.
stuff-
It's storming.
Get drunk, shut up, man.
It's storming outside.
What you want to do next?
Let's do a girl.
Let's do. Oh yeah, man.
man.
Okay, play some more bass.
Oh my goodness.
He does it again.
There we go.
Oh no!
Hey,
Let's-
don't make
Hey,
it.
say.
I don't know what he's excited about.
He likes the song. For every time I look into really jealous sometimes. Hit all that you got on inside your mind. I'd like to mine the diamonds beneath your skies. Oh girl, come and speak to me and show me the world of your love. Oh girl, come and speak to me. I wanna be the one you're dreaming of. I wanna be the man you're dreaming of. 'Cause you will be the one I'm dreaming of. Well, the warmth of your smile feels so nice, and I would ask a second and a third time for you to place your hand inside of mine. I'll take you to the ocean, baby, we'll paradise. Oh girl, come and speak to me and show me the world of your love. Oh girl, come and speak to me. I wanna be the one you're dreaming of. I wanna be the man you're dreaming of. 'Cause you will be the one I'm dreaming of.
Far out, man.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. So what album is that off of?
That actually, the recording is, I wrote that when I was doing Sycamore Bones when we first started, and so it's recorded with us. It's on, I think, if I don't remember, I think it's our self-titled album, which is like a 5-song demo.
Yeah.
On our website, which, funny story about the website, I spelt the name wrong for the domain name and went ahead and paid for it and couldn't get my money back. So never let the bass player buy the domain name. It ends up poorly. It really does. So we are, it's spelt wrong, but now we use it as a gimmick when we talk about the band when we're out. We're like, we don't know how to spell it.
Well, you know, listen, I can relate.
So
Never.
Don't talk about the bass player.
No.
Don't talk about the bass
he's not
player.
here to defend himself.
Yeah, he is. He's right here. But never ever talk about the roadie werewolf that does the picks. How many picks are in the
I
jar?
mean, look at that.
Come on, man, get it.
There he is.
Yeah, you've been
He's
doing
kinda
good,
been good
man.
this
I'm
week.
proud of you. I'm proud of you. It
Have
must
y'all
be
made
'cause
friends, Crazy Cousin Pete, with
Well,
the
I-
roadies yet? Have
I
y'all?
kind of drugged him up a little bit this evening when I got here.
What'd
so,
you get him?
I put a little methacarbinol in his treat there.
What the hell is methacarbinol?
It's good, man. I got it up there when I was at the Pocahontas Correctionals.
Oh, so you like
He's all excited.
so you like the smuggled stuff from the prison in West Virginia?
Yeah, that's right. All right, hold on. We're doing picks in a
You got them
jar.
all worked up tonight. All the
They're
werewolves.
crazy. They're crazy. Hey, listen. Last night they got out. They got to roadie a little bit.
That's why.
We went to Lenore. They got to roadie. They came up. They chiefed it up in the van. They did the
I
club.
was wondering why they were so good all weekend in anticipation of that show getting out.
Listen, the van is broke down right now.
Yeah, that's right.
So I drove up there in a Cube, one of those Nissan Cubes.
Really?
Have you
With them?
ever driven up in a Nissan to Lenore? Have you ever driven 2 hours to a gig in a Nissan Cube with 3 stinking lice-ridden?
And I never would.
And let's talk about how many times I had to pull over for you to take a leak.
Yeah.
How many times between the 3 of you?
Watch out, Ray. I got your back.
Okay, hey, Pete, cousin Pete, no need. You're gonna get locked up.
You know what, Tony Pete. I was trying to get to the gig an hour and a half early. You know what time we got there?
What time?
About 20 minutes before the
You
gig.
gotta be kidding me.
No, I'm serious, because these guys, we had to stop and get club tests. We had to stop and get cheeseburgers. We had to stop and take a leak. How many times? 15 times?
Matt, you should have known they were gonna be club tails and cheeseburgers. I've seen them.
Look, I had them kennels.
Hey, Rody.
I had 3 kennels in the cube.
Club tails, cheeseburger.
Do the picks. How many picks, Rody?
All right.
What can they win tonight? What can they win?
The lime one's good, man.
What can they win? And Adam Bolt what?
Yeah.
And Adam Bolt Magnet. Adam Bolt was our guest last week. And he's got some great magnets here. Look at this.
Oh, yes. I got one on my refrigerator.
Look at this.
Yeah.
All right.
I thought you had one on your
I
refrigerator.
got one over. Yeah. And so Adam's giving away some magnets. How many picks are in the jar?
Yep.
How many picks do you think are in
Come on,
the jar?
man. You know you can't
How many
count,
picks
man.
are in?
You can't count, man.
Don't say that about
scratch,
Crazy
you
Cuz.
can-
Don't get him angry. Don't get him angry.
Hey, listen, Rody.
Say.
Would you like to conduct a dance party?
Oh, is it dance party time?
Would you like to do dance party? You
Dance party time.
want to do some dance party? Let's do some dance party.
Dance party.
It's over.
I
It's
think-
over,
I
Crazy
think- I
Cuz.
think-
It's
I
over,
think-
Crazy Cuz. Look,
yeah.
he's shell shocked. He's shell
Well,
shocked.
this was the first time that
Look,
he's
pan
seen-
over there to him. Look at him, shell
I
shocked.
know.
Look at
This
him.
was the first
Crazy
time-
Cuz. Crazy Cuz.
Put that man to him. It takes me back.
Oh God.
Talk about it. Talk about it a little
I'm
bit.
all right. No, man, it's just that time I was over here.
we
We had the thunderstorm and then all this other stuff, and I'm just, whew,
Well, it was the first time he'd seen the lights.
Man, I didn't catch my eye until it caught my eye.
Oh,
And
no.
I just didn't know what to do.
Rody!
Oh.
Why did you just shoot fucking Rody?
Man,
You ride down the road with him last night.
oh my goodness, man.
I had a hell of a time with him.
Damn.
You know it don't kill him, Tony P. It just knocks him out.
I
for a while.
don't care. It's
I
just
mean,
not
I
right.
gave him
Tranquilizers.
I gave him about
Tranquilizers.
200 milligrams of that
I mean, he's
methamphetamine.
out. What did he
Come on,
was that a bullet or was that?
Yeah, it's a silver bullet.
No, a
That's-
silver bullet kills him.
No, it's like this ain't Hollywood. This ain't Hollywood.
Poking.
Silver bullet just puts them out for about 30 minutes or so. And actually about 15 minutes or so. It puts them out for about 15
He's
minutes.
sleeping. He's sleeping.
He's fine because you got your cousin
I
all
think.
worked up.
Oh, he's already back up. He's already back.
Oh, is he awake?
Yeah, cut off an arm, a leg, they regenerate. You know.
Hey, can I cut off an arm?
Yeah, they'll regenerate, grow back by the morning.
Oh, can I do it right now?
Do it right now.
It wasn't me, man.
You gonna kill him up. You gonna kill him up. Sasay! Sasay! Kapa! Kapa! Kapa!
Get him
Kapa!
out.
Kapa!
Oh, he's gone.
He's gone.
Wow.
I don't need blood on my hands, man.
Honestly, at this
Wow.
point, Tony P, it just makes me feel good on Friday night to shoot
Just
one
to
of them.
shoot? Just to shoot a
Shoot
werewolf?
one. Yeah, this
I
makes
can
you feel
see
good.
that.
Makes
It's a
you
good
feel
stress reliever.
Listen, I tell you what. Next week, I'll let you shoot one.
Oh, will you?
Yes, I will.
I kind of want to cut off his arm right
Hey,
now.
can he shoot
I
Buddy
ran
hard?
out of
realize-
bullets. I ran out of bullets.
I didn't
Can he
realize
shoot
that
Buddy
if you cut off
Linwood
an arm.
guns? That's what he gets
Hey,
shot.
Tony, where's
now.
Terry with our
Let me
coffee?
ask
Hey, no guns
I'm
next
telling
week.
you,
Where's Terry with our coffee?
We did never get any of that.
Hey, man,
Hey, man,
there
don't-
were no
Oh,
filters, man. I was trying to use my
No
syringe
filters.
for my bowl, but
Yeah, come on,
it didn't work, man.
Crazy
Oh, my
cousin,
God.
let me ask you,
There's no
crazy
filters,
cousin, are you
man.
going to be here next week for the debate?
I'm gonna try to because
town
I
hall.
got butterflies been on the interweb.
Listen,
net.
listen.
Hey, yeah, you laugh right now, but she got
Dickerman,
some dirt. She got some dirt on Limpwood.
Dickerman.
She got some
Dickerman.
dirt on Limpwood.
Dickerman.
He ain't the
Hey, shh,
He ain't who he
Dickerman,
think
Dickerman.
he is. He ain't who he
We
says
went out
he
filming a campaign video that's going to be released next week.
Oh,
What,
goodness
anything
gracious.
you got to say about it?
Oh man.
I'm glad you finally gave us some
Yeah.
equal time there, mouthwash.
Hey, you watch what you say about my cousin. I'm gonna tell you that. right
Hardwood, 2020.
now. Lampwood.
Hey, you're talking to a guy.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna be vice governor.
So you're going to be here next
show up.
Friday? Are you going to be here next Friday?
We'll be here next Friday
Why you
doing a
guys
town
brothers
hall.
where you
And Hitman
Doing
Slim's
town-
coming, I
hey,
guess.
hey, I'm
Let him
speaking.
come. Oh my God.
I'm
I'm gonna do
speaking.
you like the daggum
Hey,
debates.
let Ricky speak as,
And like
as
I said,
Buddy's
we're
current
doing a
campaign
town
manager. He
hall.
has to get this out.
Next Friday night, assuming that mouthwash goes along with it.
I said don't say
Stop calling him
I'm gonna tell
mouthwash.
you that.
I mean,
That's
I've
my
told you
cousin.
both y'all
I'm
that.
sorry. It's just a habit. Sorry. We're gonna be talking about our platform. What's your platform? You might ask. We're saving the beaches, right?
Okay,
I'm-
don't save it for the city hall. Hey, can I make a
City
request?
Hall.
I mean the town hall. Hey, can I make a request?
Yeah.
So anybody that has any questions to ask Buddy
Yeah.
at the town hall, please submit them to your.
Yeah, just go ahead and
Yeah.
comment them right here. Yeah,
Go
I
ahead
mean,
and comment them.
you can comment
If
next
if
week.
You got something
I
that
do
you want to
not
ask
appreciate
Buddy?
how we're getting treated here.
Well, we're even gonna have a
I
phone
do not
in. You
appreciate
can phone
any
in
of
your
this.
questions. You can
We
phone
are
in your,
gonna have
you
a
can phone in
phone
your
in.
questions.
We are
for us.
gonna have a phone
man.
in.
You throwing me under the bus.
Andrew, what do you got out there as far as recorded music?
All right. I have my own website, andrew-massey.com. It's got songs from the Midnight Americans right now. We have a demo that we put out in the beginning of the summer. We've got a single. So our music's on the website, but also on bandcamp.com. We've got several songs out there.
All right.
So look us up.
Anything coming
Bandcamp.
out new?
Yeah, right now we're in the middle of working on some recordings. Dwight McGlynn, who's our bass player, also is the producer on a lot of those. And
Okay.
we're working together and getting some really good songs out there. We're hoping that should be out in the spring, and we're looking to do a really big rollout for that.
You know, every time I record something, no matter what you're recording, if you're a musician or a good one, you're always listening to stuff. So
Yeah.
what are you listening to while you're recording right now?
Right now, I listen to Randy Newman on the way up here. I'm
Yeah, you
a
said
big
something
Randy
like that,
Newman
yeah.
fan.
Awesome.
All
Man,
right,
I love
man.
that lady,
Big
man.
influence. I bounce back and forth. I've been
movie
listening to the Clash a lot, and so
Yeah.
I take
All
a
right.
lot from the
Yeah.
Clash.
Yeah.
One of my
Awesome,
favorite
man.
bands.
There you go, man.
Uh,
I get
and then I'm
that,
always
yeah.
listening to the staple singers, Mavis, Pops, all that stuff.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
We're
I'll
not
take
sisters,
you
man.
there.
You got a real catchy tune,
yeah.
and when you sent it to me, it stuck in my head all week. And it reminds me of like Dire Straits meets the Clash.
Yeah.
almost.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's maybe play that one.
Let's
Talk,
do that
talk
one.
about that one a little bit while I get plugged.
Well, part of how I write songs, I just kind of go for it
Yeah, how
and
do you
try.
write songs?
How do I wite songs?
Yeah, I'd like to hear that.
How do any
I'm
of
always
them write
interested.
songs?
I try to almost not control the process as much as possible. I just kind of try to do it, just to
Just-
put something
All
down,
right, man.
throw some, whatever first chorus
Don't say
together.
it, play it.
Yeah, and I usually, if I can't write one in about an hour and a half, like during nap time with the kids, it ain't getting written.
Right.
Ha,
So,
really?
like-
You know,
Yeah.
it's funny because I asked Matt that one time, and he was like, "Yeah, I got it." You know, I mean,
It
yeah,
just,
it
I have
just-
to, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just getting that, like, if I can get a short burst of uninterrupted time,
Yeah.
I can maybe come out with a song.
And then you just
So-
build
So
the
once you
baby
get,
from
how
that.
does it usually start? Music or lyrics?
Kind of at the same time, but I usually just kind of start with the chord progression that I like, and
Right.
that's actually how this song kind
And
of
you
came
get
about.
you get a lyric, and then you kind of go from there.
I usually
Alright.
usually I get the first verse or first little section,
Yeah.
and then I kind of just sort of interpret whatever that means. I
That's
kind
kind
of
of that's kind of how things are. You know, I don't ever sit down and write a song.
yeah,
Charles Bukowski said that any writer that sits down and write
yeah,
is a shitty writer.
yeah.
But you know, not that I read that. It's just that I don't. It's not that I read that and said, "Oh, I got to do that." It's just that I don't sit down and try to write songs. You know,
Doesn't
Now, this last
Can't
album,
even read.
Well, drink
last
about
album, I was a little kind of forced to do
I
that.
tell
it. Drink
Yeah.
about it.
But
What'd you drink?
you know, that's kind of how it works for me. You get a if I can get a lyric,
Yeah,
I can go from there. It'll
Yeah.
tell me the rest.
Yeah.
Lyric will almost tell you the rest.
yeah, yeah. You just
Let's
sort
have
of
a team drink before we do
team
this.
drink. Let's do it. Here's to you.
Jay,
Cousin
cheers.
Pete is a
Glad
winner.
that-
I can tell you this in film.
We got some
Oh,
Miller
right,
High Lifes
right.
tonight too,
Oh,
in
yeah.
honor of you.
Oh yeah.
And I ain't had a Miller High Life, and I don't know when, because I've been
They're
drinking
good,
all
too.
these namby
That's a
pamby
champion.
light
Yeah,
Man,
beers.
I
beers,
live the high
man.
life, man.
I live the
Yeah,
high life.
man, I love it. Man.
Because, man,
Anybody
you
see
get
my
rid of-
lighter, man?
We also got us
Everybody's
some
seen your lighter, Terry.
barbecue chicken down there. We're gonna eat after the show.
Oh,
Yeah.
man,
That's what I'm talking about.
fantastic.
I've been out
Terry's
there
already
cooking
been
some
eating.
chicken all
I
afternoon.
had a couple bites.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
this thing.
All right.
Let's hear something good.
Thought I'd seen everything there was to see. Thought I'd been everywhere there was somewhere to bleed. Thought I'd close my eyes and it's just another sun going down. The fields of night will rise as a spaceship split through the ground. Tiptoe in the light. 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 Found out I cheated there. Grown twice my size. Heart beating in my chest. My arms are knives. Yeah, yeah. My arms are knives. You're just another sun going down. It's too damn hard to explain how you feel when your words are now. Tiptoe in the light. 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 And if somebody cares, could you care about me? Everything, every waking dream. I'm alone on the stairs, and I'm trying to
It's like
I was
birthday
fine.
party.
I'll tell you what, that one's
You
been in
gave
my head
instructions?
all
That's
week.
what you do.
I can see
That's
why.
a great song. That's a
Yeah.
great song.
Hell,
Fantastic
man.
song,
Yeah.
Andrew.
Man.
Fantastic
Andrew,
song.
yeah,
man.
great song, man.
Fantastic.
Great
Wow.
song.
That's actually going to be on our next album.
So talk
Oh,
about that
okay,
one a little
great.
bit.
The song? Well, I wrote about a year ago.
How'd it come about?
Man, being stuck at home, not stuck at home because that sounds bad, but being at home with kids all the time, it's easy to feel like the world's passing you by,
Yeah,
you know?
that is.
I've been doing it for about 3-4 years now.
It's easy as a musician to think that the world is passing you by.
Yeah.
And with kids, I can only imagine. I mean, my son Levi, if you're watching out there, boy, he's almost
Levi.
18 years old.
Heck yeah,
I'm
man.
43, but I mean, it's like Willie Bay I Smith, who played for Muddy Waters.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I had the privilege of hanging out with him and playing music with him a little bit. And he said, I asked him one time, he had like 8 kids, or
Yeah.
9
Woo.
kids, or something.
That's a lot. I got 2.
I
That's
got
a lot.
one. I got one.
And played music all around the world with Muddy Waters, and played
Oh,
music
my
all
goodness.
around the world, went on
Yeah.
tour. And said, one time said, how did you do it, You know what he said? Just one day at a time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just one day at a
Absolutely,
time.
man.
So yeah, I get that. I get
Yeah.
that.
I think it's
Tiptoeing around.
parents, yeah. You just kind of,
And you
especially
know,
juggling a career and
Yes, sir.
something you really love to do with raising kids.
Yeah.
You just have
Yes,
to
sir.
take
Y'all
one
are
day at a
starting to let
time.
me understand what my daughter deals with now because of raising me.
Well, I
is
mean,
your daughter raising you? Crazy
mean,
cuz.
I believe that. I believe that. I
She
believe
become
that.
a blacksmith.
Is
while
that
I
who
was
called
in
you to
prison.
get cuz out of county?
Yes.
Be honest, Tony P.
Yeah. I had
His
this
daughter.
I had this little girl call me and say, "Hey." I mean, I didn't want to call him out on national, on
Man,
on
I
the
don't.
air
I mean,
like
she
that. But, hey, we
she
got
does
you
it
out.
all, man.
We
She
got you out.
Thank you. That's all I
What
got
you
to
got
say.
hit, man?
Wow. Do you play any other instruments other than bass and guitar?
Well, right now I'm struggling with learning fiddle. Sit
Oh,
on my
that's awesome.
carport and try to look at some fiddle tunes. All I've got so far is Will the Circle Being Broken, but it ain't pretty.
Ain't
That
nothing,
bow is
ain't
hard to
nothing pretty
get.
when you learn to fiddle.
Yeah, man. That's I play upright bass in Sycamore Bones.
Okay, so
All
he's playing some
right,
upright
yeah,
too.
yeah,
All right,
yeah.
cool, man.
Uh,
Sycamore Bones. Talk a little bit about.
Okay.
I mean, what kind of
Yeah,
music
come
is
on.
that basically? I mean,
It's-
I know Andrew Massey and the Midnight Americans is more like what we just did,
yeah.
rock and roll
Yeah.
kind of stuff. But what
So
is
the first tune we did was sort of in that. That's one that I do with them.
Yeah, girl.
Girl we do with them. It's
Right.
a little bit different arrangement, but yeah. Really influenced by John Prine, R.E.M., Wilco.
Yeah, I hear that.
All right, Wilco, man.
The Avett Brothers, like some Avett Brothers stuff,
Uncle
and I
Tupelo.
understand it got big and it got weird, but like they have some solid
The girl
songs.
kind of thing has like kind of a Soundgarden bass line,
Yeah.
kind
Yeah.
of. I mean, I get that. I mean, that might not be what it is,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, man. So
I dig it,
it's more the songwriter Americana country.
more in the
Guy
dreads,
Clark,
kind of,
yeah, just all that stuff.
kind of. Yeah, I dig it. Cool, man.
Yeah, man.
Very, very wide variety of stuff in that band. It sounds
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Very cool. And the first song we did, what is that?
When You Got Love,
Yeah,
that's
what-
when I do with Sycamore Bones.
Sycamore Bones too. So they do anything from girl to that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
very cool.
And it's really the arrangement, sort of like it's just acoustic guitar and upright bass. So we're sort of like the Ramones for folk music almost. We're really bare bones set up.
So, what instrument would you like to play that you don't play?
Hey, there you go,
Accordion.
Accordion.
Wow.
Accordion's cool, man. If you
that's
see a good
cool,
Zydeco
man.
player, you
man.
got it
That's
made.
music, ain't it?
I ain't asked this one in a long time. If you had to put a band behind Buddy Hardwood or Werewolf Roadie, which one would it be?
Come on, man. Say
I gotta
it.
go with the Werewolf
All
man.
right, there you go, man.
So who would be the most
Wheels
famous
up.
Yes.
Like famous people.
Yeah, famous. Anybody.
Mike Watt. Mike Watt would be the bass player.
Okay, who would be the drummer?
Drummer.
Doesn't have to be famous.
Okay, doesn't have to
Yeah.
be famous. Ben Pannenbacker, because I like the guy.
Who is he?
He plays drums for
Ben played
Jacob.
last
Oh,
night.
for
Played
yeah,
last
yeah,
night.
yeah, duh. For
He
J-J.
deserves a good solid gig.
Yeah,
The
he's a
Werewolf
good,
can give him
he's
that.
a good guy and a fucking good drummer, man.
Give it to
Solid
him.
drummer.
Give him the Werewolf gig.
Who would be on guitar?
Uh,
Accompanying you, of course.
accompanying me. I'll do Bill Frisell. You listening to Bill Frisell?
I don't. Who is he?
He's a jazz guy, kind of like
Yeah.
an avant-garde noise jazz
All
guy.
right.
Really interesting stuff.
Very, very cool band so
So,
far.
weird band.
Very interesting band.
Eh.
Okay, so who would be on keys?
Ooh, that's right. man.
Alicia Keys.
Ooh,
Alicia
all
Keys.
right.
You're weird with it. Alicia Keys on keys.
Have you got a horn section on this band?
Yeah, the
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Phoenix Horn. Phoenix Horn.
My God, let's not go any further. Let's just play a song. For God's sake.
If you're
Phoenix
taking
Horn.
cues
You've
from-
taken this segment further than it's ever gone
Yeah.
before.
Alright.
We didn't get the string section, man.
Oh,
You got the strings.
Go hard on it.
I love being back.
Oh yeah, let's see.
Don't get used to it. Jailbird.
That's the,
I put you in place here.
How about our team drink? Well, I ain't got no more club till left.
Ricky, no dick.
Anybody got a drink left? I got a Miller
I
High
got
Life.
some.
To y'all,
to y'all.
share with your friends and neighbors and the people you
Cheers.
don't like, because they need love too.
Yeah, them sponsors.
All right, I'm about ready to eat some chicken,
All
y'all.
right.
Yeah,
Chicken
man.
sounds good.
I smelt it when
You
it
ready?
come in.
Yes, sir.
I got the munchies.
All right. This one's called The Way You Love Me. It's actually recorded on the AMMO website, andrew-massey.com.
And this is with the Midnight Americans?
Yeah, with the Midnight
Okay.
Americans. So.
All right. I see where you're going. That feeling right there. I know that feeling. Come on, boy.
When I get home to retire, my cold weak bones beside a roaring fire. Nobody there to see the way you love me. Your soft brown skin drives me out of my mind. You take a dusty old bottle and pour me sweet red wine. Woo! Nobody's there to see the way you love me. Now when I arrive, you always greet me with a smile. Then you lay in my arms
All right.
for a little while.
All right.
Oh,
Go on, guys.
Now when I arrive, you always greet me with a smile. And then you lay in my arms for a little while. The best part of my day, it is beyond compare to us lying there in bed with your fingers through my hair. Nobody's there to see the way you love me.
That's nice. That's nice.
Yeah. Woo!
That's all right.
Nobody's there to see the way
Take it to her now.
you love me. Yeah.
Damn, I hear you.
Well, that's gospel right there. That's gospel. That's spiritual music. Spiritual music.
That's in the heart.
Yeah, man.
Hey!
Man,
Yes, sir.
That's spiritual right
Andrew
there.
Massey. My goodness, that's a
Hey,
fantastic song.
thank you,
man.
thank you.
I'm
Thank you.
saved. I'm saved. Boy, tell me.
I didn't know how much I missed this cuz until I wasn't around up here.
Crazy cuz, do you feel like you've been saved?
We might need
Man,
some
I
more
feel like,
Clinton
yeah,
You've been in
peace in my heart and my
You've
soul.
been in a dirty place.
I'm telling you, it was bad
You've
up
been
there
in a
in
bad
Pocahontas
place. You've been in
Correctional
a real bad place.
Virginia, man, it wasn't pretty, but
Well, folks,
thank you.
tell the folks where you can find one more time
Once
all your
again,
music.
2 bands. First one, Sycamore Bones.
All right.
You can find us at Sycamore Bones. Just leave the A off of Sycamore because I spelt it wrong.
I've done that before. I've done that before.
Now we're stuck with the damn thing forever.
I've done that before.
Oh well.
SycamoreBones.com. Just leave the A off of Sycamore. We've got plenty of songs. We just released an album called Lake Fever. Great song. Go look it up.
All right.
You can also find me on Andrew-Massey.com, and I have solo stuff and also stuff from Andrew Massey, the Midnight Americans. We're on Bandcamp too with both bands.
We always
Awesome, man.
Check him
Support
out.
these
Check him out.
musicians, y'all.
Definitely.
Support them.
we always ask before Showboat comes up. We always ask, have you got a crazy story from the road? What's your craziest story from the road?
Man, the bad part about coming up when I started doing music is the craft brewery places opened. You know what I mean? And so now it's all family friendly. I don't have too many crazy stories.
Kids in bars.
Most of mine are me drinking.
I got some good ones with kids in bars.
Yeah.
I got some real good ones on that shit.
I mean, really, you.
Yeah, I got some
a great
real
story.
good stories
Hey,
about
fellas,
kids.
you're the-
There's Showbud.
Hey,
Sweet baby, what you come do see me, baby? You come see your dad. Yes, you come see me.
It's kind of creepy when you talk like that, Matt.
Hey, listen.
Hey, man.
Tony P, I'm 43 years old and I'm raising a baby.
There you go.
I'm raising a baby at 43. Listen,
Precious.
I'm raising a baby at 43 years old. I'm 43 years old, y'all, and I'm sitting here raising babies. And I got me a good one right here. Yes,
You do have a good one.
Yes.
Oh,
Folks,
shit.
next week we're going to have a town hall on the damn Friday Night Gamble.
Hardwood 2020.
Shut it, man.
You
Shut
can
it.
phone in, you can ask questions, you can, I mean, whatever you want to do. Showbud's going to be here.
I'm going to need an alibi, cousin Matt.
Hitman Slam, have you talked to him? He lives with you now.
Yeah.
Wait,
man.
he's living with
He's
you?
written out
Yeah,
and
man.
downstairs.
And come on, Ray.
got
Now,
him
me
in-
and you talked about this a few weeks ago.
I got him in the basement, man. He's in the basement. He stays in the basement.
I tried to
I
talk
had
to
that
Ray. I
bit.
But
tried
he
to
sneaks
talk to Ray.
upstairs. He
I
gets
have
in
to
trouble.
I tried to talk to
Once
Ray.
he
That is
leaves.
the slowest
Anyway, y'all be
man
back
in
here,
the whole yard.
same bat time, same bat channel. Tune in, drop out, have a good damn time. Tell all your people we're going to have a big town hall here next week, folks. We're going to have some special guests. Don't be fooled by imitators. Ray, tell them.
Fear the originators.
Friday Night Gamble. Be here.